And really what this comes down to is a concept that we call transmedia at the conference. And this sort of all falls under that blanket of transmedia, which is subscriptions, paid newsletters, Patreon, Kickstarter, Substack. And really, just to back up, the concept of transmedia has been around for a really long time. There's actual college courses that teach the concept of transmedia. But just for the purposes of our listeners, we're sort of taking any ancillary product, service, distribution method and kind of putting that in that bucket, so to speak. So at Author Nation, for the programming, we're going to talk about what the difference is between East Coast and West Coast transmedia. And just to quickly define what that means, West Coast transmedia means going wide with something. And if you think of it like a hub and spoke, and a great example of this is The Witcher, for example. So The Witcher was a series of short stories, and then there's also a game, which is a spoke off of it. And so there's different audiences for the short stories and a different audience for the game. It's sort of the same world, but they're different audiences. And then you've also got the Netflix special, and then you've got the longer books, and then you've got the animation. So there's different platforms within that one world and different spokes off of that singular hub. So that's called West Coast. Then you've got, Then you've got East Coast, which is going deeper. And things like that are, you have a book and you create product, services, things off of that book. So a good example of that are cozy authors that create cookbooks based on their characters, what they've cooked in that cookbook, or they've created newsletters that those characters have written. So you're taking people deeper in that singular world. You're not creating new audiences, you're taking people deeper into that world. So we're going to explore those because there's vast marketplaces that people can fish in that blue ocean, right? Which is a marketing term that basically means it's untapped waters, it's unfished waters. And those are the kinds of talks and things that people can be thinking of to continue to be a storyteller, but to leverage your intellectual property, your IP, to go deeper, to sell things in a different way, to package them in audio, to package them in maybe short YouTube